ऑनेस्टली आई थिंक तैयारी मुझसे ज़्यादा आई थिंक मैं क्रेडिट हमेशा देती हूँ अपनी टीम को, और वो इस वजह से भी क्योंकि अगर आप देखते मैं सुबह कैसी लग रही थी और मैं अब कैसी लग रही हूँ, बिफोर एंड आफ्टर का डिफरेंस होता है। बट तैयारी ये गई कि डिज़ाइनर ने बहुत सुंदर आउटफिट बनाया, फिटिंग की, उसके बाद जो मेरी बहुत बेहतरीन हेयर एंड मेकअप टीम है, ये रहा एक, ये पता नहीं क्या है दूसरा, बिलियन टीना, आई थिंक इट्स जस्ट पुटिंग द लुक टुगेदर बिकॉज बहुत रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है आई थिंक हमारे ऊपर व्हेन वी आर बीइंग अ शो स्टॉपर एंड नॉट जस्ट अ मॉडल, बिकॉज ओके दैट्स द मेन लुक, यू नो आपको बुलाया इस वजह से जाता है, एंड आई होप आई हैव डन जस्टिस टू दैट।
You look stunning. I was just telling your team that if I was a boy, I would have fallen in love with you.
And dal khichdi, I think that was another thing that I added to my stomach.
इसी के साथ मिलके जो not so serious क्या ध्यान आ रहा है आपके दिमाग में अगर आपके बारे में बात करें तो not so serious सुनकर
मतलब ब्रांड को छोड़ के नॉट सो सीरियस, आई थिंक नॉट सो सीरियस आजकल ना हमें बोलना चाहिए जो सोशल मीडिया के ट्रोलर्स हैं। जैसे मैं बताती हूँ, आज मैंने कुछ मॉम्स के ऊपर कुछ एक इंस्टाग्राम पे डाला एंड किसी ने कमेंट किया, ओ तो फादर्स का क्या, फादर की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं होती है ना। आई वाज लाइक काफ़ी बार क्या होता है ना, लोगों को बस ट्रोल करना होता है, उन्हें समझ में तो आता नहीं है। द अदर डे आई स्पोक अबाउट क्लाइमेट चेंज, कुछ मैंने लिखा और समवन रोट ये आजकल नया टाइम पास शुरू हो गया ना। आई वाज लाइक क्लाइमेट चेंज इज अ टाइम पास। सो आई थिंक उन लोगों को मैं बोलना चाहूँगी कि प्लीज़ डोंट बिकम सो सीरियस इन लाइफ, एजुकेट योरसेल्फ।
ओके, इसी के साथ में फैशन की अगर बात करिए तो किस तरीके के मतलब फैशन को आप फॉलो करती हैं?
मैं ट्रेंड्स नहीं फॉलो करती, मेरे स्टाइलिस्ट करते हैं ट्रेंड्स फॉलो, बट इवेंचुअली आई लाइक टू गो जो मेरी बॉडी पे अच्छा लगता है, जो मुझे सूट करता है। मुझे एंटी फिट बहुत पसंद है, थोड़े मैस्कुलर लुक्स आई लाइक, बट उसमें मैं हमेशा अपना एक फेमिनिन टच डालती हूँ। जैसे आई एम सो ग्लैड अब थोड़ा मैक्सिमाइजेशन इज कमिंग बैक, क्योंकि मुझे अब जितनी ज्वेलरी दो एंड लेयरिंग इट अप आई रियली लाइक इट, एंड आई एम ग्लैड कि अब सब डिज़ाइनर वहाँ से थोड़ा दूर हट के, जैसे ये भी काफ़ी शाइनी है, यू नो सी, वरना लोगों को ये होता है कि कम करे, आई डोंट लाइक दैट, मैं आई लाइक लाउड थिंग्स।
आपके लिए कितना इजी और कितना मुश्किल था ईशा के लिए ड्रेस तैयार करना?
Oh no, it was very very simple. जब मुझे पता चला when my team recommended that Esha, it's like everybody just jumped on the idea that Esha is so gorgeous looking, she is so sexy, confident. She was the perfect muse, and you can see she's done great justice to the outfit as well.
जी आई डोंट नो, पता है इतने साल हो गए, पहले मॉडल थी देन एक्टर बनी, कि इवेंचुअली क्या होता है ना, आपको पता चल जाता है अपने आप कि आपका व्हाट लुक्स गुड ऑन यू एंड व्हाट नॉट, एंड हर एक का सी भगवान ने हमारी दो आंखें भी एक नहीं बनाई, तो आई डोंट थिंक हमें किसी को फॉलो करना चाहिए, बट मैं अपनी बॉडी टाइप के हिसाब से हमेशा जाती हूँ। दो दे आर लॉट ऑफ एक्टर्स दैट उनका स्टाइल मुझे बहुत पसंद है, जैसे आई लव अनुष्का शर्मा स्टाइल वगैरह। अगर आप अनुष्का को और मुझे देखेंगे, वी आर वे टू डिफरेंट, शी गोज ऑल एंटी फिट विच सूट्स हर बिकॉज शी इज टॉल एंड लीन, एंड एंटी फिट डजंट लुक गुड ऑन मी, तो बट आई अप्रिशिएट हर, कंगना, सोनम, आई थिंक देयर स्टाइल इज अमेजिंग। जी जी बहुत, मतलब मैं आपको अपना अगर पहले शो की मेमोरी बताऊंगी, आई रिमेंबर श्रीलंका में हमने मॉरिशस पे शो किया था, एंड मेरी हील निकल गई थी, एंड मैं इवेंचुअली ना यूं चल रही थी, बिकॉज मुझे समझ नहीं आया कि अपनी हील उतार दो दूसरी वाली, एंड आई कंटिन्यूड बिकॉज आई वाज सो स्कैर्ड, आई वाज लाइक क्या करूँ, या लाइक आई वाज स्टूपिड, दैट्स व्हाई, बट नाउ द कॉन्फिडेंस इज डिफरेंट, नाउ इट्स लाइक कुछ निकल गया, कुछ खराब हो गया, अगर ट्रिप भी कर गए इट्स ओके, लाइफ है, होता है, चलते रहो। प्लीज़ हमें मत फॉलो करिए, अगर जो हम पहनते हैं और आपकी बॉडी टाइप हमारे तरह, आई थिंक वेयर दैट, अदरवाइज डोंट फॉलो ट्रेंड्स, जस्ट फॉलो योर ओन पर्सनल स्टाइल, फाइंड इट, एंड प्लीज़ डोंट पुट एवरी कलर ऑन योर फेस एंड ऑन योर बॉडी।
So I completely agree with Esha. You should not follow fashion blindly. You should wear what you're comfortable in, what makes you who you are. आपका घर का सिनेरियो कैसा है, आप कहाँ रहते हो, सब कुछ is very important. Your age is very important. Sometimes women dress, not their age. It looks strange. So I think you should change with time and your personality. And that's very very important.
मैंने जो पहना है वो मुझे कॉम्बिनेशन काफ़ी पसंद है क्योंकि एक इंडियन फील है इसका, जो कलर्स यूज़ किए गए हैं, जो गोल्डन वर्क है इस पे. इट्स इंस्पायर्ड फ्रॉम दीज, आई कीप फॉरगेटिंग द नेम, द पिचौरी पेंटिंग्स या पिचौरी पेंटिंग्स फ्रॉम राजस्थान. सो द कलर्स एंड द वर्क इज़ वेरी इंडियन, लेकिन जो सिलोएट है वेस्टर्न है. Something that, you know, like a regular girl of my generation would like to wear, you know, like a bralette kind of thing, with palazzo pants. It's so comfortable. So I love the combination. I think it's great.
क्या चलता है दिमाग में जब रैंप पे होते हैं, मतलब कि क्या मतलब किस तरह के
अरे ये रैम तो बहुत स्लिपरी था यार. आई वॉज लाइक नो आई कांट फॉल. नहीं नहीं, ये वाला थोड़ा स्लिपरी था, या शायद मेरे जूते स्लिपरी थे, लेकिन या सो माई फोकस वॉज लाइक डू नॉट फॉल. इंटरनेट पे मीम्स बनेगा.
ओके जी, तो अभी जिस तरह की बात बताइए, यू लाइक द क्लासी थिंग्स, मतलब कि आपको स्टाइल में आप क्लासिक को फॉलो करते हैं. और पर्सनली अगर आपके अगर बात करिए तो आप किस तरीके के फैशन को फॉलो करती हैं और किसको फॉलो करती हैं? आपको तो सभी फॉलो करते हैं.
आई थिंक मुझे फैशन और कंफर्ट का एक कॉम्बिनेशन पसंद है. आई डोंट बिलीव इन वेयरिंग थिंग्स लाइक आई कांट गो आउट फॉर 2-3 hours wearing something I'm extremely uncomfortable in. तो मुझे आई लाइक द बैलेंस, यू नो.
ओके जी, तो मतलब बजट से बात करिए, अगर बॉलीवुड की बात करी जाए तो क्या होने वाला है आपकी तरफ से?
एक्चुअली राइट नाउ आई एम वर्किंग ऑन अ फिल्म विद विजय देवरकोंडा. तो उसका प्रेप चालू है, हमारा शूट चालू है. 2 शेड्यूल हो गए और अभी वापस इट विल स्टार्ट इन सितंबर.
हाउ इज द वर्किंग विद विजय?
Oh, it's amazing working. I mean, we still haven't started shooting together yet, but I've known him for like a year, and he's very sweet. So very excited about the project. It's a lovely script. It's a great character.
कल्चर मानते हैं यहाँ की शूटिंग में, मुंबई में एंड वो हाँ मतलब साउथ में शूट करना है, कितना डिफिकल्ट है?
हर इंडस्ट्री में वो कल्चर थोड़ा अलग होता है. You know, हर इंडस्ट्री को what do I call it? It has its own way of how things work. But that's the fun part. You know, like one day I'm working on a film with Rajnikant, then I'm you know jumping to like a film with Ishan Khattar, then I'm working with Vijay Deverakonda in a Telugu film. So it's I think it's a lot of fun because culturally it's so different. You get to learn so many new things.
ओके, लास्ट वीक कोई एक फैशन टिप जो आप अपने फैंस को देना चाहेंगे?
Well, I think I have like don't blindly follow fashion. This is a common one, but still, you know, it's true. Don't blindly follow it. Have your own personality. Just stick to things you like.
थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you. Thank you.
Collaborating with Vineet and Rahul, and it's a beautiful, beautiful collection. I love the colors that they have. I love the combination of, I love the gold and the blue. Blue. So I love what I'm wearing. I think the silhouette is quite modern, but the colors are inspired from Pichwari paintings, which is this kind of paintings native to Rajasthan. They just told me because I was asking them from where it's inspired. And I think somebody who's grown up in this country, it's always important to take influence from where you come from culturally, local art forms, local craft forms. So I'm more than delighted to be a part of this journey with Vineet and Rahul.
That's wonderful. And ladies, if we can hear from you.
Hi everyone, this is Vineet from the label Vineet Rahul, and as Malavika has already thrown some light upon the collection that we have showcased this season, it's inspired from the Pichwai paintings from Nathdwara. So the collection that you saw at the ramp is all inspired by the paintings. The forms, the colors are all derived from the paintings that you have in the traditional form, but our interpretation of the paintings, as you know, the brand is all about representing the traditional forms in a contemporary way, in a very modern shape, silhouette, color. Even the color combinations that you would have seen at the runway are very new in terms of gelling of 4-5 colors together. A lot of mix and match, a lot of color balance that we brought in this season is a forte of the brand. And yes, Malavika, none better than her would have been the muse for us, because the modern day woman that we represent, who is grounded, who is rooted to the traditions, yet modern for who represents the modern day women today.
No, it's wonderful. All of you all have just shown modern women come from different walks of life.
Yeah,
and they all look
yeah.
different, but they
Yeah.
all can look as beautiful as you've made them look today. Would you like to add something? Are you sure? Okay, perfect. So if we have any media questions, they can go now.
क्या कहना चाहेंगे इस बारे में?
Apart from what I already spoke, I think what I like is that it's something I would choose to wear in, personally as well, because I like the silhouettes. It's not too heavy. There are times you don't want to wear a sari because it's too elaborate. You want to wear something inspired from your roots, but you want to wear something easy breezy and like a different silhouette or like a different take on it. And I think that's what I like best about it.
ओके मालविका जी के साथ में वी मेट सो मेनी टाइम्स जब जब भी आप आते हैं वॉक करते हैं तो हमारी मुलाकात होती है तो मतलब कितना डिफिकल्ट है कितना चैलेंजिंग आपके लिए होता है हर बार रैंप पर आके मतलब कुछ अलग करना है मतलब क्या कहना चाहेंगे इस बारे में आप
Actually, मुझे personally इतना challenging नहीं लगता. I think it's fun. It's a fun part of the job. You know, when I'm acting, when I'm performing, that's more challenging. But these are the fun parts of your job where you get to dress pretty, you get to look pretty, and you know, you get to work with great designers. So this is a part I really enjoy doing. It's a good break from, you know, the other aspects of the job. And you meet so many interesting people. You meet so many talented people with aesthetics different than yours. So it's fun, yeah. It's different.
विनीत एंड राहुल मेरा सवाल आपसे है कि कुछ बताइए जो मालविका ने पहना है किस तरीके से प्लीज एलिब्रेट समथिंग
See, our interpretation of the form that what she's wearing, if you would have seen traditional Pichwai paintings, you get to see a lot of gopis who were dressed in khagras and lehengas. So how we took interpretation from the collection, from the Pichwai paintings is just, you know, she's wearing a flare divided pant. So, you know, very easy for anybody to carry, to move, to, you know, for, you know, everyday life. Yet it has that bling, which, you know, the traditional paintings had. And yes, as Malavika said, you know, it's very comfortable, it's very sophisticated, it's very understated, yet there. And I think today's woman is all about this. I mean, nobody wants to go over the top and they want to, you know, get dressed up in a very muted, very understated manner. And that's how the interpretation of the entire thing is what she is wearing today. See, what she is wearing is a mix of pure silk, it's a hand-woven silk, and then the cape is all silk tulle that we have used, and the techniques that you see in the garment are all hand embroidered. And the collection is also, you know, comprising of all the fabrics that you have here. Like you have a lot of silks, a lot of tulle, a lot of hand-woven mull cottons that we do clusters through the south of India. Then we work with a lot of clusters across the country, so providing sustainability to various clusters and craftspeople.
Well, I have been told that I dress so comfortable all the time that my team keeps calling me and ask me to dress more glamorously. They are like, this is too casual. But I think I like to keep it. I like classic style when it comes to Indian, be it you know, certain kinds of saris. Or I'm from Kerala, so I like the Kerala sari, the classic temple jewelry. I like, even when it comes to Western silhouettes, you know, I like what's been around for a while. I think there's a beauty to classic more than trend based. I tend to go for that. So I think my style is more of that.
Rinki, could you tell us something more about the kind of fabrics that you have used here and the kind of designs that you created?
This is a specially engineered product again. This is what we do here. And the production process that we have for RL and sustainability is based on one of the lowest carbon footprint in the world. We go much beyond. We also go to the consumers, and also we do a lot of initiative. We take a lot of initiative to undertake the consumer support in terms of like installing in a lot of recycling machines, as you must have seen, where you put in the PET bottles, the flakes are done and all that. So this is a special initiative that we have taken to create wealth from waste. So this is also protecting environment, because there is no littering found anywhere. After if we do more and more recycling, less and less littering will be seen. So this is a bit of contribution from our side on environment. So we are doing everything to improve customer offerings, and at the same time taking care of the nature and environment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And it is wonderful to see that your initiatives have been brought to life by Amit here. Amit, if you can talk to us a little bit about your collection, your muse, and what it was like showcasing at Lakme Fashion Week as they celebrate 20 years.
Firstly, congratulations to the entire family. I think 20 years is a stupendous journey. I think when Aralan proposed the entire idea of this collaboration, what really excited me was the fact that we are actually proposing fashion with a conscious heart, a purpose, and I thought that let's push the boundaries of creativity, because we are talking about what the future holds for design and fashion. On close account, when I actually met with the Aralan team, what really enthused me and excited me was the fact that besides the fact that the fabric is extremely fluid, luxurious, and makes, I mean, it's not a challenge to make her look stunning, but makes all of us look, I think the fabric was fluid. It also had a heart, a real heart, because it was made out of recycled materials. And I think that journey started then, and I thought it was important to actually launch a new luxury pret line, which we've actually never really showcased on the runway. Still projecting what the future of fashion should be, and yeah, still having a heart. So I think that was exactly the core point where we started this collection called Flux, and I'm really grateful to Aralan and the entire team at Reliance who believed in the vision. And obviously when I thought of who should be the ideal muse, I couldn't go beyond Lisa, because I think that this is not something to flatter you, but I've been a great fan of Lisa, and she's not stopped. Yeah, we've discussed it enough, and I think that yeah, I thought that she really epitomizes grace. She's very fluid herself, as you can see. She's like, I think she's tall, sexy, independent, and I think that's exactly the product and the fabric of the future. So I thought it was a good blend.
Wonderful. And Lisa, now that he said so much about you, how about?
Well, it's a mutual admiration society. I've been admiring Amit's work for a very long time. And I was actually convinced I'd been in one of his fashion shows earlier because I'm so familiar with what you make and such a big fan of it. But apparently he said I hadn't. I don't think you remember me. I don't think you remember me from before. Yeah, I mean, I really admire what you do, and especially this collection, the way that he's mixed the recycled plastic polymer with the free flow. I think it's a great play of contrasts and structures. And yeah, I mean, I was just admiring each and every girl as they walked out onto the runway thinking, oh my gosh, I want to wear that. Oh my gosh, I want to wear that. Oh my gosh, I want to wear that. And that's always a great reaction to have and the sign of an excellent collection. So congratulations and thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be here.
Wonderful. I'm going to open the floor for questions if anyone has any, or if not, we'll break in for individual interviews.
So Lisa's entire outfit is made out of Aralan textile. Of course, we've mixed the brand signature polymer strips to structure the palla and the bodice. But the entire textile is actually a free flow Aralan, completely beautifully ombre dyed with you know, very conscious methods. And I think it's fluid and structured at the same time. That's exactly what we wanted to portray. The color palette was, as you saw, was super eclectic. It started from the serene quality of ivory, moving it into like unusual, very unusual jewel tones. It was really high on shine. There was an accent of holographic, and I think what I really, I mean, it was a pleasure because the fabrics had such a large plethora of different colorations, and I think the library that was extended to my usage was really so exhaustive that it never really stopped inspiring me to keep creating. And actually, I could have gone on and made 100 more looks with the amazing fabrics that I got to use.
I think keep it classic really is, and that was actually a line that I would use many times when we were draping the sari. And yeah, I think whatever you're comfortable and used to wearing when you're younger, I usually find sort of stays with you throughout your life. Sorry, that's a terrible thing to say. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, keep it simple. I like it a little bit boho, a little bit free-flowing, comfortable, but still very chic. What's your style mantra? Conscious fashion.
Perfect. So
honestly, the look that I have on today is one of my favorites, and I think the sort of dewy look was a signature, you know, sort of little thing from the show that we kept. But otherwise, I always like it to look. It really depends. You have to wear so many different styles of makeup when you're in this business, but I always like to keep it quite classic and beautiful. something that accentuates your features. You wear the makeup, it doesn't hurt you.
Well, the jewels were in the outfit. I didn't need jewelry this time.
Good answer. I think it's a great choice also not to have jewelry because, you know, the recycled polymer, the way that he drapes it is almost like wearing, you know, a piece of jewelry in itself. But, I mean, you don't need much else.
I think on that note, we're going to call it an evening. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you, everyone,
And
for-
congratulations to everyone.
Firstly, congratulations to the entire family. I think 20 years is a stupendous journey. I think when Arilan proposed the entire idea of this collaboration, what really excited me was the fact that we are actually proposing fashion with a conscious heart, a purpose, and I thought that let's push the boundaries of creativity because we are talking about what the future holds for design and fashion. On close account, when I actually met with the Arilan team, what really enthused me and excited me was the fact that besides the fact that the fabric is extremely fluid, luxurious, and makes, I mean, it's not a challenge to make her look stunning, but it makes all of us look, I think the fabric was fluid. It also had a heart, a real heart, because it was made out of recycled materials. And I think that journey started then, and I thought it was important to actually launch a new luxury prep line, which we've actually never really showcased on the runway. Still projecting what the future of fashion should be, and yeah, still having a heart. So I think that that was exactly the core point where we started this collection called Flux, and I'm really grateful to Arilan and the entire team at Reliance who believed in the vision. And obviously when I thought of who should be the ideal muse, I couldn't go beyond Lisa, because I think that this is not something to flatter you, but I've been a great fan of Lisa, and she's not stopped.
We discussed it.
Yeah, we discussed it enough, and I think that yeah, I thought that she really epitomizes grace. She's very fluid herself, as you can see. She's like, I think she's tall, sexy, independent, and I think that's exactly the product and the fabric of the future. So I thought it was a good blend.
Wonderful. And Lisa, now that he said so much about you, how about you?
It's a mutual admiration society. I've been admiring Amit's work for a very long time. And I was actually convinced I'd been in one of his fashion shows earlier because I'm so familiar with what you make and such a big fan of it. But apparently, he said I hadn't. I don't think you remember me.
No.
I don't think you remember me from before. Yeah, I mean, I really admire what you do, and especially this collection, the way that he's mixed the recycled plastic polymer with the free flow. I think it's a great play of contrasts and structures. And yeah, I mean, I was just admiring each and every girl as they walked out onto the runway thinking, oh my gosh, I want to wear that. Oh my gosh, I want to wear that. Oh my gosh, I want to wear that. And that's always a great reaction to have and the sign of an excellent collection. So congratulations and thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be here.
Wonderful. I'm going to open the floor.
Lisa's entire outfit is made out of Arilan textile. Of course, we've mixed the brand signature polymer strips to structure the palla and the bodice, but the entire textile is actually a free flow Arilan, completely beautifully ombre dyed with very conscious methods, and I think it's fluid and structured at the same time. That's exactly what we wanted to portray.
Amit, if you can tell us more about the color palette.
The color palette was, as you saw, was super eclectic. It started from the serene quality of ivory, moving it into like unusual, very unusual jewel tones. So it's really high on shine. There was an accent of holographic, and I think what I really, it was a pleasure because the fabrics had such a large plethora of different colorations and I think the library that was extended to my usage was really so exhaustive that it never really stopped inspiring me to keep creating. And actually, I could have gone on and made 100 more looks with the amazing fabrics that I got to use.
Liza, what's your tagline?
I think keep it classic really is, and that was actually a line that I would use many times when we were draping the sari. And yeah, I think whatever you're comfortable and used to wearing when you're younger, I usually find sort of stays with you throughout your life. So I did a terrible thing to say. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, keep it simple. I like it a little bit boho, a little bit free-flowing, comfortable, but still very chic. What's your style mantra? Conscious fashion.
Perfect. So Lisa, you were having the most minimal makeup, yet the dewy look is there. So what kind of makeup do you prefer usually?
Honestly, the look that I have on today is one of my favorites, and I think the sort of dewy look was a signature, you know, sort of little thing from the show that we kept. But otherwise, I always like it to look. It really depends. You have to wear so many different styles of makeup when you're in this business, but I always like to keep it quite classic and beautiful. Something that accentuates your features. You wear the makeup, it doesn't wear you.
So there is no jewelry adorned with the outfit. Usually, Amita Diwali usually have that futuristic jewelry kind of thing. So what is the idea or behind that?
Well, the jewels were in the outfit. I didn't need jewelry.
Season with Lakme Fashion Week and 20 years in the business, and for this particular collection I just didn't want to think about, you know, usually designers, we think about our buyers, our clientele, you know, we obviously have a certain formula, and I
So I'm also really old as well, basically.
that was not 20 years back.
No, that wasn't. It was only 13 years ago. Sorry, the question?
No, so how does it feel? I mean, so many like special memories for everyone in this room. So how do you feel walking for Bayer?
I mean, look, I'm working for a designer who is not only very close to my heart in terms of the kind of clothing that she manages to create, but also she's one of my closest friends. And I have a very special relationship with Bayer because when I first started hosting in New York, I knocked on her door at her New York apartment. And I said, you're dressing another host that's doing the same TV show as me. Will you please give me clothes as well? And she invited me into her house, and I left with a bag of clothes, and she didn't know me from anywhere. And that's where our friendship really began. And I remember the first time walking for her to give me that opportunity felt so incredible and amazing because I was just starting my career in India. And, you know, when she asked me to walk this time, it was such an overwhelming feeling because it's like I feel like I've been on this journey with her. You know, I've seen collection after collection after collection, usually one of the first people to see it. And she always asks me what I think. And I'm really glad that although every single collection has been incredible, this one, and I say this every year, but this one is my absolute favorite because she's broken all the rules. She's gone with her gut. She's created something that she's wanted to do as an artist, and it's worked out really well for me. And it's been so incredible to watch her grow and to celebrate this 20-year mark with her and walk the ramp with Sharan for this very special show has been an absolute honor. Well, it really depends on my mood. I'm a very moody dresser. But to be honest, this entire setup where you're just kind of boho, you know, as Bail said, I was in Mexico in Feb. And when I came back, this collection, you know, she was already working being inspired, and it just so happened that I had been to Mexico, and then I came back, and then she was showing me things that were, you know, it was just not inspired by my holiday, but it would seem so incredibly similar, which is great. But yeah, I'm more of a moody dresser, so my style aesthetic is usually very kind of grungy and casual, so the fact that she let me wear boots and a jacket instead of heels and a dupatta is ace. I love it. Let me tell you about the hairstyle. Okay. So the hairstyle, I mean, it's obviously not my hair. I've got like silver and grey extensions that have been placed in.
We kind of wanted Game of Thrones meets Coachella meets Burning Man look, and we hope we achieved it. You know, and I think like we've seen like this half barn on the runway, but we've never seen it on a showstopper. So I think it's like kind of like what happens is we usually try to make everything very pretty and make it very perfect. And I think we just wanted to not do that. We wanted it to be like more real and like this is how she would dress. I know that. So it's like that's how we wanted to show it. And the earrings are by this lovely jeweler from Hyderabad, and it's pure silver jewelry, beautiful. So.
Thank you. So the fall collection is called the Still Life. It really relates to the mundanity that's around us and how the life kind of gets still when you don't pay attention to the details. So the Raraviz signature details are there. There's a lot of leather, there's velvets, there's handloom cottons. So there's a lot of fabrics and materials that actually go back to the earth. So it's sustainable in a manner that we'll work on zero waste. So we've been taking care of things which are 10 steps forward in terms of our philosophy, and we've been working on what we do best in terms of craftsmanship. Yes, and the silhouettes are power and there's masculinity. So our signature has been androgynous throughout, and we're sticking by that. There's a lot of menswear fabrics. There's merino wool, and yes, more or less. Thank you.
And Pallavi, if you could talk to us a little bit about your collection.
So my brand's called Not So Serious, but as you see, there's a lot of seriousness in what we do. The brand's about 10 years old now. It's the first time that I'm showing in Bombay, and I'm very, very excited to be here. And have Esha walk for the ramp for me. Nothing like, I've known Esha from Delhi, and
I think first time I'm working for her as an actor.
yeah, that's right. And the collection is very glamorous. It's to do with the 70s disco, the era where everything was about shine, glamour, very sexy. It's for today's girl. Like, you know, fashion is a cycle. So the 70s and the 80s are back, and this is what I've tried to bring back in my collection. Everything is handmade, handcrafted. There's a lot of beading. There are lots of exotic feather work that's been done on the garments. We've used rich satins and mesh on the clothing. Yeah, the shapes, as you see, are really fun and sexy. That's it.
Okay, and you lovely ladies, what did it feel like walking for these designers?
Powerful. In one word, powerful. We felt really powerful. It's nice that everything was like nice and black. Particularly this garment, it's amazing. It's easy to wear. You can layer it with other things. You can wear it as separates. Yeah. What else do you want?
Anisha.
Well, like the brand suggests, and like Pallavi says, not so serious. I think I love that about it. Because like she said, it's really true. People are taking life too seriously right now. Ask me, I've been a victim of trolling every day. And I think I've become happier the day I stopped caring about what people are writing about me and saying about me. So I think it's beautiful. And to be really honest, I love, I am a fan of anti-fit, but I always like something that's sexy because I think that the thing that women owns, which men can't ever, it's that we own our femininity, we own our sexuality, which I think scares a lot of men nowadays. But I mean, designers like these are getting clothes like these, which every shape of woman can wear, and I think I love that.
Thank you. Wonderful. If I can open the floor to questions.
It's a midnight blue, if I'm not wrong. I'm so bad. I'm one of those who only knows blue, pink, and yellow colors. So, and it's beading. You know, when, like Pallavi said, it's 70s look. I love that. Like, if you see, I'm literally picking up films where I can do characters where I have to, you know, pick up clothes which are like era-based. So I think it's nice and feminine and it's sexy and it's really bold. I don't go by style, I go by what looks great on my body because I'm a curvy woman and I promote that. I don't promote being skinny. So for me, anything that cinches my waist is perfect go-to because, I mean, I have the curves and I have the tiny waist, I'd rather show that.